Hey guys, welcome back to some more Motorsport Manager and part 8 of Season 1 of our Force India career, and today we have the German Grand Prix held in Munich in this game. Yeah, just a couple of things to update you on. Since the last episode, we've made a new front wing. We're also in the process of making some new brakes because obviously our parts were banned. So yeah, we need to improve that. Other than that, not much to tell you. There's the tyre selection for this weekend. We've went for BWT as our sponsor. It's the last race that Twitch are going to be our sponsors, so maybe at the end of the episode we'll have a look at sponsors if I remember that. So, I'll see you at the end of practice. I think this time we're going to put Celis in once again. Who for though? Probably Ocon, I'll be honest with you. So I'll see you at the end of practice. That's the end of practice then. A 1-2 Celis yet again, or Celis, slightly quicker again than Sergio Perez, but they were on different compounds of tyre, so that's what you expect. Nothing really representative there. We just thought we'd absolutely go for it and bluff our pace. Yeah, so we'll go into qualifying, hopefully getting both cars through to Q2. The reason I put Celis in for Ocon is because his feedback was way down at like 12 or something, which isn't what it usually is, so I don't quite know what was happening there, but either which way, that's what we went for, and that's why they're fairly happy with the setup this weekend. I think you know, maybe give them a bit more. I don't know, this is a bit risky, but I think we've got the pace to get through. We're going to go on to soft tyres, and we'll see how it goes. Send Ocon out for... no, Perez out first, because we sent Ocon out first last time. I know this is a stupid system, but you know, I like to think it's fair in my head. I'll put him on auto and then send Ocon out. And both of them should have a decent chance to set a good lap. Keep an eye on Perez though, as he's the lead car. But Ocon in the last race, finishing 4th. What a brilliant performance that was. Nearly gone to the podium. Perez robbed through strategy and finished 7th. But overall a very, very good Grand Prix for us last time out in Canada. And we're hoping for something similar this weekend. Perez has got his car in the optimum window for a lap. Let's see how he does here. He's starting his lap now. Ocon almost got his into the optimal zone. But we don't know what traffic is like for Ocon. Perez seems to be in a bit of a world of his own at the moment. Yeah, he's only 8/10 off Hamilton at the moment, and we know how good Hamilton has been this season in qualifying. Here comes Perez then. What's his time going to be? It's going to be a 1:30.7. Ocon now going to come through, and he goes with a 1:31.7. Sorry, a 1:31.4. So he's 7/10 off Perez, and should be a bit ashamed of that. Perez up in 5th, should be through, I would think. But Ocon's going to have to go out again to get through to Q2. Maybe the setup changes weren't good enough. We'll just send him straight back out. I think we're going to have to. He seems to think it is a better setup. Brand new set. Just gonna have to hope it was traffic that got the better of him. And he's out now in a world of his own. Mind you, Perez only 11th, so taking a bit of a risk by not sending him out. So I'm coming through now. Surely he can make up a good half a second. You would like to think. His car's pretty good. Brake temperature's just overheated slightly, but let's keep an eye on his lap times. He's got no traffic, so that's not an excuse for Ocon. Please don't turn what happened in the last race back on its head. He's going quicker in Sector 1, which is good. Personal best for him there. We need a personal best through Sector 2 as well, and he has got that 1.2 seconds off the pace at the moment, so he's currently looking like he's 4/10 slower than Perez. And here he comes round the final corner. Here comes Esteban Ocon. He comes up to the line and he goes 17th. Ocon's out. Ocon is out in Q1, and that's really not good. So he's going to have to come from the back. I think Perez is going to be safe. I don't think Ericsson's going to have quite enough to go ahead. Well, it looks like Ericsson's going to go quicker, and he has done. He's almost got up to Perez standard. Ocon could easily finish 19th here. Van Dorn coming through now. Where's he going to finish? He comes through, and he stays in 19th despite personal best first and second sectors. Hamilton quite a way ahead again, 4/10 ahead of Bottas and 4/10 ahead of Vettel as well. Well, yeah, Verline up in 7th. That's not a bad Grand Prix start for him. Obviously it's his home Grand Prix, so he is going to do a little bit better. But going out in Q1 then, Kevin Magnussen, Kvyat, disappointingly Esteban Ocon, Van Dorn and Hulkenberg in 20th. Wow, that is awful for Nico Hulkenberg. But yeah, again, we're in a bit of trouble. Perez did this in Canada and managed to come through in 6th in the end, but yeah, we're just going to have to hope that it was traffic for Perez as well, and not just a lack of pace for us around the circuit. I mean, we look good in practice, but as we know, practice is very much not representative. So yeah, we'll send Perez out there now, and hopefully he'll manage to put in a decent time, and hopefully not come across any traffic. Although some people haven't come out yet, which isn't good. He's coming around the final couple of sectors now. Oh, that number 4 is going to get in the way, I think, which is Max Verstappen. We're just out ahead of number 10 now. Hopefully Perez can get past Max Verstappen quite easily. Otherwise we're going to have to throw him out there on another lap. 7/10 off Hamilton. He was only 4/10 off him in Q1. Maybe Hamilton's going quicker, I don't know. But this doesn't look like the best of laps from Sergio Perez. He did a 1:30, I think, last time out, and he comes through with a 1:30 again, a 1:30.9. Quite far off the pace there. Hamilton goes quickest with a 1:29.4. Grosjean slightly slower than Perez, but we are going to have to go out for another lap with Perez, I think. We're far too far off the lead pace to really be comfortable. Although, having said that, not many people are going too much quicker than us. Verstappen's probably going to go ahead of us. Stroll has gone ahead of us. Verstappen has gone ahead. We're only 9th, so we're going to have to go out, and we're going to go out now while there's not a lot of traffic, because I think that hindered us. I mean, as it stands, we are through at the top 10 by 4/10 of a second, but I think going out there again won't harm us. Hopefully getting a quicker time, setting us up nicely for Q3, seeing whereabouts we can get. Yeah. I'm just a little bit disappointed with us with 9th place, although we were 11th in Q1, so it's an improvement on that. Verline can improve. We know he can do a bit better than that. Here comes Perez then. He's out ahead of all the traffic, which is exactly what we needed. We're looking for green personal bests in Sector 1 and 2. he is much quicker in Sector 1, so this is a lot better so far. Here he comes through Sector 2 now. Is it going to be another green sector? It is. He's only 8/10 off the pace at the moment, so this is going to be an improvement for Perez. Hopefully it'll lift him above the Williams. Here he comes round the final corner. Here comes Sergio Perez, and where's he going to finish? Only 9th. It's only a 10th quicker than what he did before. He must have lost some time in that final sector. And we now just have to hope that we'll be alright. Let's keep an eye on Jolyon Palmer. He's currently going quicker, but I don't think he's going to go quite quick enough to get through. He stays 15th. What about Sainz? He's the next one in line. He is going quicker, but he is being held up now by a Sauber, which would be a shame because we haven't seen much of Sainz this year, but he comes through and he goes 9th. He goes above Perez. What a brilliant lap that is. I don't think Alonso is going to quite do it, but just about. Perez got through, and it looks like Sebastian Vettel is quickest in Q2, which is certainly an interesting one. You may not have expected that, the way Hamilton was in Q1, but we've seen it before. Hamilton most definitely is beatable in qualifying. So there we go. Going out in Q2, Grosjean, Alonso, Ericsson, Verline and Palmer. We might not get into the top 8 this time. Hopefully our amount of soft tyres will take us above the likes of the Williams. I know Massa and Stroll have struggled on that. Front, we'll send Perez out straight away on soft tyres. Just put my phone on to do not disturb. And there we go. So we'll quicken it up just for the outlap. We'll put them on auto as well. Make sure that car is nice and sort of in the optimal range, I guess. He's coming around Sector 3 now. Don't think there'll be any traffic, although Verstappen is kind of in the way again, and there's number 9. That's he just got ahead of him. Let's keep an eye then on Sergio Perez. Is he going to be able to do it? Hopefully we won't catch up to Max Verstappen. He got in the way of Ocon in the first session. We're 5/10 off Hamilton in Sector 1. Massa's on used set. Nobody else is so far. We're about a second off the pace of Hamilton at the moment, which probably puts us 1.3, 1.4 seconds off overall. Here he comes then, Perez, with a 1:30.8. That's not brilliant, is it? 1.5 off Hamilton. I mean, everybody's going to be quicker than that, bar Massa, I reckon. Maybe not Sainz. Don't know. Raikkonen goes 4th, Vettel 2nd, Bottas 3rd, Ricciardo coming through now. He's probably going to go 4th. He goes 5th. Verstappen goes, Stroll goes 6th. Verstappen now coming through. He goes 6th now, and Massa is just slower than us, thank goodness. What about Sainz? He goes 9th. So we are currently 8th, which is good. We're going to send him straight back out to avoid the traffic. So here we go. This is going to be Sergio Perez's lap of the weekend, hopefully. I mean, at best we can probably hope for 7th. Yeah, I just don't think we're gonna quite get up there, but all we can do is try. And see where we get to. So we need to make up 3/10 to get up to 7th at the moment. Here we come through now. Yeah, a little bit difficult. We've gone quicker in Sector 1 though. This could be on. This could be on. I think we're just marginally quicker. I don't think we're going to quite manage 3/10. We're coming through now. What's it going to be? A 1:30.8. Only a tenth quicker. But that should protect us from Sainz, hopefully, and definitely from Massa. Massa's not going to improve. But we'll keep an eye on Carlos Sainz and we'll just speed up the rest of the session. Sainz is going quicker through sector 1. He has got traffic though. That could work in our favour, but he is going quicker. He's going a lot quicker. He's going to finish 8th, isn't he? He's going to break Perez is hard. He comes through and he does. He goes 7th. What a lap from Carlos Sainz Jr. He's the standout performer of the day. Sebastian Vettel though is on pole. He has just posted a better time than Hamilton, and Ricciardo has gone 3rd. What a mixed up grid it is. Great to see. Perez only 9th though, and Ocon all the way down in 18th. So there you have it. There's your top 10. Let's get into the race. Let's not mess about here. So do that. I'm going to start him on the hard tyres. And see how far into the race he can go. Push Perez off the line. So let's get into it. Here we go. Waiting for the lights. We'll put auto and auto on. Lights out, away we go. Perez off to a brilliant start. He's up to 8th. Ocon, don't quite know, but who's this? That looks like a Haas car. Grosjean up to 7th as it stands. It's quite difficult to see. Ocon down in 18th place at the moment. Sort of a Constantina effect. Or Concertina effect there, and he's coming round the outside of Kevin Magnussen. This is difficult. Van Dorn and Hulkenberg, obviously top quality drivers at the back of the field with Ocon. It's going to be a tough day for him on those hard tyres. Perez down in 11th as it stands, but he comes round the outside of Felipe Massa for what would have been 10th, but Massa back through. And we're going to up the pace just a little bit. We'll set the camera back to where it was. And yeah, I think Perez may have to come in at the end of not this lap, but maybe the next lap. See if we can get some sort of strategical advantage out of him. Carlos Sainz down to 9th. He was a standout performer in qualifying yesterday. Massa's out though. He's crashed. And it was only a yellow flag, so no safety car. But Grosjean having a good day. Palmer having a good day so far as well. And I think we're going to bring in Perez at the end of this lap. I think we're going to bring him in for the hard tyres. His parts are looking fine. And we'll do that. We'll attack those tyres till the end of the lap. Ocon down in 19th at the moment, and well, bringing up the rear, I guess, if you look at it that way. Put him on neutral. Maybe that's what's hindering him. Perez currently in 10th position. He's closing in on Carlos Sainz though. Over one lap they were a bit quicker. Alonso's crashed now and he's out of the race. So a couple of retirements already so far. And Perez having a look at Sainz. What a brilliant overtake that is. And he's up to 9th now, as he's going to come into the pits this lap and hopefully get a bit of an undercut on people. And he's aware that wasn't too bad, but he's at the rear of the field now, and he's got himself a bit of clean air. We'll just go on that for now, and hopefully with the new tyres and the clean air, Perez will manage to catch up a bit. Let's go to Esteban Ocon, who's dropping back from Van Dorn. He's not hitting the dizzying heights of last time out. Yeah, he is only a couple of seconds behind this group though, and hopefully stopping one last time might get him into the points. I really don't know. It's difficult to say. Perez is catching up to Ocon though, so Ocon needs to be wary. But Perez is the only guy that's pitted so far, which is fairly concerning, I guess. But you know, hopefully that means that we're going to get a bit of an undercut on the likes of Sainz and Grosjean and Palmer, who we were battling with. It'll be interesting to see where Bottas slots back in. He slots back in. Well, we're ahead of Stroll, and I believe Stroll was ahead of us on the racetrack. I don't quite know what's happened to Stroll. Maybe he's had a mistake in the pit stop. We'll keep an eye on Ocon now. He's still dropping back from Van Dorn, but remember, this is a long haul strategy. We don't need to panic just yet. Maybe if there's a safety car or something like that, then we could bring Ocon back into the race. Perez is catching him up, and we're past Raikkonen now with Perez and Sainz by quite some distance. So yeah, this is working for Perez at the moment. He's just behind Grosjean. He's got Ocon in front, sort of holding people up, who's ahead of Palmer. So yeah, I'm quite happy with that. Grosjean's gone for another set of soft tyres. Never know, Perez may be able to take his tyres to the end. I think we're going to have to go for that, and yeah, maybe push Ocon's engine a little bit, because he's getting to the second half of his tyre life. He's now right behind Stoffel Van Dorn. We was dropping back from him before, but hopefully now he'll be able to get past him in a couple of laps before he pits. It doesn't look like there's going to be any rain. He's having a look. Grosjean through, but remember, he's on soft tyres. Hamilton's gone quickest, and it looks like a hell of a battle up top. Perez currently in 12th. He's closing in on Palmer now. And remember, he's on a good strategy. Ocon in 10th. Still some people that haven't pitted yet, like Ocon, like Van Dorn. Ocon past Magnussen. Them two are having an almighty battle. And Palmer right in there with the action. Ocon now having a look at Kevin Magnussen around the outside, and he's through. Esteban Ocon through into 9th place. I think Ocon's going to come through this lap. I think we have to allow the teammate through as well. Yeah. And now race. Well, I think we're going to bring him in this lap and put him onto the medium tyres. However, his parts are looking good, and we'll do that. So Perez is ahead of Palmer now, which is good. He's a guy that we're battling for a bulky amount of points. So yeah, Van Dorn still hasn't pitted neither. Well, actually, Ericsson's just come in. So Van Dorn's the one that we need to keep an eye on. Perez is going to be up to a net 6th place, which is brilliant, really. It's all we could ever ask for. Ocon now into 13th place. He's on the medium tyres. He should be able to go close to the end of the race, if not all the way. Oops. Perez, I don't know whether we're going to get him quite to the end of the race, but we can definitely push for the next couple of laps and see how far he can get. But Grosjean and Ricciardo are going to have to come in as well as maybe the two Mercedes cars. I don't think they're going to drop down quite into the clutches of Perez. Here comes Perez then on Van Dorn. Yep, easily through. And now we have to push on Romain Grosjean, who had a terrific start, remember. And that's why he's up in the dizzy heights of 5th place for Haas at the moment. Here we go. Perez closing in. Not quite there yet. We are going to put him onto a higher engine strategy. He reckons the suspension is poor. I think we just have to go on medium now with Ocon and hopefully just nurse his car to the end. Perez now having a look at 5th place Grosjean. I think Grosjean will be coming in this lap. He is, so Perez up to 5th place now. I think Perez has to come in. What tyres do we put on him though? And do we fix any of his parts? I don't know. We'll bring him in this lap. Apparently them softs last quite a while. Yeah, I think those will last till the end of the race. So yeah, he's going to come in 9th place apparently. So here comes Perez then, coming into the pits at the end of this lap. And here we go. He's away. He's in 9th place as it stands, and well, he's down to 11th, 12th. He's behind Ocon. Hopefully Ocon will let him through. We'll have to say, allow him through. Oh, actually, we don't want to do that. So, yeah, Ocon has let him pass. That's fine. We're ahead of Grosjean though with Perez, which is good. He was a guy that we were battling. But it is going to be a struggle to get all the way back up. Oh well, maybe not to get back up into 8th. We're now pushing on Marcus Ericsson. Grosjean on the hard tyres, challenging Perez. He shouldn't be, but he is. Ocon in 11th place, looking to get some points. I think Ocon is going to get through to the end of the race. Maybe pull him on conserve now. Just try and get those tyres to the end of the race, because there's a lot of cars in front. I haven't pitted yet. Perez having a little look at Ericsson, and now we're up to 8th. Perez getting very much held up by Ericsson, but we're through now. His suspension's knacked, so we're gonna just have to go on low power mode for Ocon and try and nurse his car to the end of the race. Perez in 7th. I think we have to put him on medium because of the way the parts are going. Yeah, his brakes are gonna go any time now. I think he can push his tyres a bit more though. Ocon can't, but Perez definitely doing okay so far. Ocon up to 9th, but remember his suspension is on the edge. Sainz Jr. is in 3rd. Is he going to pit before the end? You'd imagine if he doesn't come in this lap, he's not going to come in, so is he going to pit? I don't think he is. I think Sainz is going to go to the end on those hard tyres, which sort of opens the door for Perez, I guess, but oh no, Sainz is in, and he's just going to push the hell out of those. That's not good to see. The gearbox is now broken. We're having reliability issues again, but we're currently in 5th and looking good. Vettel is losing his tyres. He is on the final lap, but he is going very slowly. Hulkenberg going slowly as well. I think Perez is going to catch him up here. Yeah, Ocon is just about going to get to the end of the race on these tyres, but is he going to finish 9th? A lot going on here. Sainz is coming at people as well. Yeah, let's just attack the tyres as much as possible with Perez. See if he can catch up to Hulkenberg. I don't think he's going to quite do it. Oh, we are getting very, very close now. It looks like... we're not going to, but Perez comes through in 5th, which is a brilliant performance. What's Ocon going to do? He's holding off Van Dorn, and he's going to finish 9th. Another double points finish there. That's brilliant. Perez maximising the day in 5th position. Vettel just about managing to win the Grand Prix on a one-stop strategy. Hülkenberg getting all the way up to 4th as well. He started 20th. What a race for Nico Hülkenberg at his home Grand Prix. And yeah, what a race. Eventful, most definitely. We're obviously not going to break any rules. Who's that? Oh, Vettel. Vettel broke rules, as did Verstappen. He got a drive-through penalty, but Vettel loses the race win because he broke the rules, and Hamilton now comes through and wins it. Wow, that is interesting. Perez down to 7th now. Hülkenberg up to 6th with his 4th place. Renault closing in on us, but we've both gained good ground on Williams there. We will just continue to see if there is any notices for us. I don't think there will be. But yeah, very, very happy with that race. Another double points scoring Grand Prix, and done on strategy really. Ocon started 18th, remember, and he finished 9th, so got to be happy with that. Everybody's stats are going up, which is brilliant to see. And yeah, made a lot of money there, which is good. So hopefully before the next race we'll have another couple of upgrades and keep improving the car performance. We've got 3 weeks until the next Grand Prix, so we need to take advantage of that. And hopefully we'll see you guys then. There's enough of that. We'll accept this interview. Yeah. Oh god, not happy, but yeah. Anyway, that is going to be the end of this episode. If you've enjoyed, make sure you leave a like. It really does help the channel more than you could ever know, and it really means a lot for me and lets us know that you guys want to see this series continue. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.